Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolves reporter Mr. Tim Spiers, as ever. Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Liverpool 1.
What are you wearing? I've just noticed you just took all your clothes off. What are you wearing?
Slytherin top.
What does that mean?
Oh, come on, man. Harry Potter? No?
Sorry, let's continue.
Wolves 2, Liverpool 1. Can we play Liverpool in the Cup every week?
Nice.
Yes?
I think Wolves were favourites as soon as those team sheets came out.
Not with the bookies, Tim.
I know you checked it because you like a little dabble.
I do like a double. But I did have 2-1 tonight as well, FYI.
Yeah, no, well, they approached it like a Premier League game and Liverpool didn't. And Wolves should have won that game, and they did.
Yes.
And I thought they played pretty well after they scored and were well deserving.
Yeah, it wasn't a great first half an hour though, was it, to be honest?
It was awful. It was shocking. It was dreadful. I was very bored.
It's a good thing it wasn't on TV.
Yeah. No, they cancelled EastEnders for that. I mean,
dreadful scenes.
I'd have rather watched
Alfie Moon.
Alfie Moon supping a pint in the Queen Vic.
He's snatching his daughter at the moment. It's all kicked off. It's all kicked off at this point.
For 38 minutes, yeah, it was atrocious. There were no shots on target. There was no urgency in the game. It was a flat, horrible game. There was no atmosphere in the stands. Liverpool were dreadful, and I've got to say, in that first half, no team.
Just checking Jurgen's not there.
He can listen if he wants. No team has posed fewer problems for Wolves this season. I don't think in a single half than Liverpool did in that first half. They were very, very poor. Wolves weren't much better, but then the goals changed games, and it changed this one.
Yeah, and look, Liverpool not the strongest side on paper, but still plenty of quality in there, though.
A bit, but really, I mean, you look at after Lovren went off.
Fabinho,
they had a winger.
Shaqiri.
They had a winger at right back, a 16-year-old at centre half alongside a midfielder in Fabinho, and then Moreno at left back. I mean, it's a defence that needed to be got at, and Wolves weren't getting at it at all. But like I said, after the goal, they were much better, and it was thanks to Jota, really. Excellent finish from Jimenez. Thought he took it really well because he had a lot of time to think about it. But it's Jota who makes it in two ways. One, he nicks the ball, I think it was off Milner, and then he blocks Milner off.
Yeah, he does.
With a very intelligent piece of movement, so Milner can't get to Jimenez, who picks his spot. Bang, 1-0.
Great to see Jota back as well, and a strong side from perhaps slightly surprising that he's gone so strong.
It was surprising in a very welcome way. It's the most seriously he's ever taken a cup game as Wolves boss. Just the 5 changes, but not necessarily a weaker side. I think if he knew what team Liverpool were going to put out, he wouldn't have selected that team. I think he'd have gone 3-4-3, more attacking. Yeah. But he went with the more defensive-minded midfield, 3 in midfield to try and nullify what Liverpool had. Turns out Liverpool had nothing. And it wasn't necessarily a weaker team. I mean, he's brought John Ruddy in, who's made an outstanding save. That turned Wolves the win. And I thought there was some good performances. Jota and Neves at the forefront, really, which hasn't always been the case this season, so that was pleasing.
Wolves linked with Origi have been in the past. Great turn shot by him, but like you say, the Neves special, and he does save him, doesn't he? But as Nuno says, he wants him to keep shooting.
Yeah, well, that Origi shot came out of nowhere, really. He hadn't done anything all game. A very nice finish from him, but a great response from Wolves. Neves' long shots have been rubbish for a little while.
Putting it very nicely.
Keeps sticking them all in Rose's head. Doesn't look like he has the confidence in front of goal, but that one, it was a great finish. He took aim, fired, straight and true, powerful, takes a bounce, and not many keepers would have saved that.
And great for his confidence going forward, because he has looked a bit down in the dumps and not himself, hasn't he? So a game like this can really turn his season around, hopefully.
I hope so, yeah, because he hasn't been himself. I thought it was the best he's played for a few weeks, possibly his best performance this season, actually. Excellent defensively, and good going forward, and really kind of helped pick up that tempo, certainly in the second half. Played really well. He can be key towards his second half of the season, definitely.
And like you say, John Ruddy's had to be a very patient man, but that is a stunning save.
It's funny because I've just spoke to him, and he was grinning afterwards. It showed him on the cameras, and I wondered why. And it's because he knew he'd saved it, obviously, but he didn't want it to be a corner.
Right.
But he's kind of the ref's given a goal kick. Yeah. So I think he almost wanted it to be a corner.
Okay.
So that everyone knew that he'd saved it, but then he didn't, because obviously it would have invited more pressure. So yeah.
Well, people have seen it now.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. No, great for him. He's had to be patient.
Look, you champion his cause, and you say that that Patricio has to watch his back because this guy is ready to go.
Yeah, totally, and he's proved that tonight. I mean, a couple of dodgy kicks out of the Patricio school, but other than that, he was He was flawless. Yeah, he played really well, and he plays a very important part in this dressing room. That people who will have seen some of the videos that Wolves put out post match of all the players going into the dressing room after games, he welcomes them in after every game with a high five and whatever. He's a very important senior part of this dressing room that it goes unnoticed because why else would you notice it? So really pleased for him. I bet he was gutted when Liverpool came out the hat.
Yes.
For this particular game, because he's probably thinking it might be his last game of the season. But no, I'm sure he'll be the cup keeper, and certainly doesn't weaken Wolves' team.
No, absolutely not. And big boys came on, Salah and Firmino, but to be honest, they saw it out pretty well.
They did. It was a nervy last few minutes. Keeper came up for a corner and then a free kick, but yeah, other than a couple of deflected shots and a couple of crosses here and there, Wolves saw it out well because with 15 minutes to go, it was all getting a bit frantic. But game management, which hasn't always been Wolves' forte this season, I thought they did see it out pretty well actually.
So next round, Stoke
or
Shrewsbury.
Yes, careful
oh,
there.
Very nice. Mr. Sam Ricketts, Mr. David Edwards signed today,
absolutely.
2.5 year deal. I mean, if it does happen to be Shrewsbury, what a fantastic game.
Or if it's the Benicophobe derby, if not.
Yes.
I think it's a good draw either way because both teams are struggling mid-table.
You just said it because you don't want to travel because it's on a local.
No, it is. It's a local derby either way, which is great. Not far to travel. Like I said, a mid-table team. It's a winnable game either way. You don't really want a team that's a real minnow who it's the game of their lives, or you don't want a Premier League team, I don't think. So it's a winnable game.
Yeah.
Either way. Bring it on. Honestly, this team can go far in this cup competition. You get if you get a favourable draw, you see it time and again that teams make it all the way to the semis without having to play a top flight team.
No.
You know, and Liverpool are gone now, thanks to Wolves. Arsenal or Man United will go in the next round.
Yes.
Leicester have gone. And Wolves will fancy.
A couple of other Premier League teams have gone away.
Wolves will fancy beating any team. Perhaps Man City aside, at Molineux, they will fancy beating anyone. They've beaten Spurs, they've beaten Chelsea, they've almost beaten Arsenal, they've almost beaten Man United. They will fancy their chances against anybody. They can go on a bit of a cup run. If Nuno continues to take this seriously, then they're already one of the favourites for the competition by virtue of the fact that they're ninth in the Premier League.
Absolutely. Happy days. And Man City's on a Monday now.
Thank goodness. Yeah, Sky Sports have finally let us know.
Great, thanks.
That next week's game takes place on Monday night. Yeah, if there'd have been a replay tonight, then it would have been Sunday. But Monday night, Wolves will go there full of confidence. I think they've restored a bit of confidence and put that Crystal Palace defeat to one side, which was important. And like I said, they've approached tonight like a Premier League game. They've put on a good performance at home, and it's onwards and upwards now. They'll relish that Man City game next week.
Wolves 2, Liverpool 1. For all the reaction, make sure you log on to expressthestar.com.